So, hello everyone. Welcome to this session on femoral nerve. So, whenever we write any nerve, we firstly start with the root value of the nerve. What is the root value? Of course, before root value comes the introduction of the nerve, and in the introduction of this particular nerve, we say that it is the largest branch of the lumbar plexus. It's the largest branch of the lumbar plexus. Now, when we write the root value, normally students just say L2, L3, L4, but that is incomplete information. In the root value, we expect that the student says that it is from the dorsal divisions of the anterior primary rami. Dorsal divisions of the anterior primary rami of L2, L3, L4. Now here you have to understand one thing, that dorsal divisions always supply the extensor muscles, and femoral nerve supplies quadriceps femoris, which are the extensors. So its dorsal divisions will always supply the extensors and maybe the abductors, and ventral divisions will supply the flexors and the adductors. Another important word here is anterior primary rami. So it's the anterior primary rami which always form the plexus. Posterior primary rami don't form the plexus. So anterior primary rami of L2, L3 and L4, dorsal divisions because it supplies the extensors. Now let us track the femoral nerve from its origin from the lumbar plexus. So this is L2, L3 and L4. So from the L2, L3 and L4, the dorsal divisions. So what are uniting? They are the dorsal divisions. Okay. They are the dorsal divisions. And now this, what I'm showing is of the right side. What I'm showing you is of the right side. And most of these are lying in the psoas major muscle and the femoral nerve. So this is the psoas major muscle. Okay. And the femoral nerve emerges on the lateral side of the psoas major. Femoral nerve emerges on the lateral side of the psoas major muscle. And then it goes down and then it crosses the inguinal ligament. Then it will cross the inguinal ligament. So suppose this is the inguinal ligament from the anterior superior iliac spine to pubic symphysis. Okay, so it crosses the inguinal ligament and enters the femoral triangle. Moment it enters the femoral triangle, it divides into anterior and posterior branch. So this I am calling as anterior and this I am calling as posterior. So when I have to write the course, I write the course starts from lumbar plexus. The course starts from lumbar plexus. Then it emerges on the lateral border, of psoas major muscle. Then crosses below the inguinal ligament, and enters the femoral triangle. In the femoral triangle, it lies lateral to the femoral artery and outside the outside the femoral sheath. And then it, after a course of 2 centimeter, after a course of 2 centimeter, divides, it divides into anterior and posterior branch separated by lateral circumflex femoral artery. Lateral circumflex femoral artery. So in a flow chart, I have written how is the course of the femoral nerve. Okay. Now here I have drawn a diagram also. So this is the psoas major, and now it has now before coming into the femoral triangle, it gives two branches. One is nerve to pectineus, and another is nerve to iliacus. Nerve to pectineus and nerve to iliacus. Now here it enters the femoral triangle, and now it is separated from each other by lateral circumflex femoral artery. This is lateral circumflex femoral artery. Now anterior division is mostly sensory. So anterior division, it gives two branches, medial and intermediate cutaneous nerve of thigh, and it gives only one muscular branch, and that is sartorius. One muscular branch to the sartorius. While posterior is mostly motor and it gives only one cutaneous branch, which is the longest cutaneous branch in the body, and that is the saphenous nerve. Saphenous nerve. While remaining all its branches are muscular. Remaining all its branches are muscular. So this is rectus femoris. Now to rectus femoris. Then now to vastus medialis. Now to vastus intermedialis. Now to vastus lateralis. Now to rectus femoris also gives branch to the hip joint. Now to vastus medialis also gives branch to the knee joint. So that covers the femoral nerve. The course of the femoral nerve, it starts from starting again with the root value. It is the dorsal divisions, because dorsal division always supply the extensors. Dorsal divisions of the anterior primary rami of L2, L3, L4. The course is written as follows: starts from lumbar plexus, emerges on the lateral border of the psoas major muscle, crosses below the inguinal ligament, enters the femoral triangle, lies lateral to the femoral artery outside the femoral sheath, in the groove between iliacus and psoas major. In the groove between iliacus and psoas major. Okay. And after a course of 2 centimeter, it divides into anterior and posterior branches, which are separated from each other by lateral circumflex femoral artery. So here I have drawn L2, L3, L4 dorsal divisions. They have united to form the femoral nerve, and it emerges along the lateral border of psoas major, and then it runs and this is the inguinal ligament. So it passes below the inguinal ligament before it goes into the femoral triangle. It gives nerve to iliacus and nerve to pectineus. And then it divides into anterior and posterior branches. Anterior branch is mostly sensory, so it gives medial and intermediate cutaneous nerve of thigh and one branch to sartorius. While posterior branch is most of the branches on the posterior division are to the muscles, now to rectus femoris, now to vastus medialis, now to vastus intermedialis, now to vastus lateralis, and one cutaneous branch, that is saphenous. So whenever you write the uh, branches of any nerve, whenever we write branches of any nerve, so branches of the nerve have to be described like we have MACD, that is McDonald's. Here we have MACV. So muscular branches, okay, then articular branches, then cutaneous branches, and vascular branches. So with femoral nerve, we'll have to write all these branches, but we'll have to write for the anterior division and we'll have to write for the posterior division. So what I do is I make a chart. I make a chart like this. So what are the muscular branches of anterior division, articular branches? Okay. So muscular branches from the anterior division are for sartorius. And from the posterior division are for rectus femoris, vastus medialis, vastus intermedialis, and vastus lateralis. Articular branches from the anterior division are nil. From the posterior branches, now to rectus femoris supplies the hip joint, and now to vastus medialis supplies the knee joint. The cutaneous branches from the anterior division are the medial and intermediate cutaneous nerve of thigh, and saphenous nerve is the branch of the posterior division. Vascular branches from both, they go to femoral artery. They go to femoral artery. Now coming to the last part of the femoral nerve, that is the applied anatomy. Applied anatomy. So here we say that because it supplies both hip and knee joint. It supplies both hip and knee joint. The pain of hip or may be referred to the knee and vice versa. Okay. Another thing is injury in the femoral triangle. Injury in the femoral triangle can injure the femoral nerve and paralyze the quadriceps. So injury in any in the femoral triangle can paralyze, okay, can causes paralysis of quadriceps femoris. One thing is about the relations of the femoral nerve. If asked, we can always write the relations of the femoral nerve as follows, that on the medial aspect is femoral artery, okay, in case and anteriorly is skin, superficial fascia, and deep fascia, okay, and posteriorly on the posterior aspect is the psoas major muscle and iliacus, okay. So with that we complete our session on the femoral artery. Thank you very much.